Mike asks, in a not so perfect world, what is the time it should take to implement your entire business system? And what do you think the daily, weekly time block needs to be? I feel like I'm running behind and I'm flying from the back seat of the airplane due to hands-on transaction work I'm doing. There's a few things here, and there's like no way in a million years I could possibly even come close to answering this question for anybody. But I'll give a few things that I'm seeing in terms of people having good success and some people that are maybe a little slower. The one comment I'll make is that you can't compare yourself to anyone else. So if you see other people and they're moving faster, you don't sort of know the whole story. It's kind of, I wouldn't worry about where you are relative to other people. That's the one comment I'll make. But also you're trying to implement at least 3-4 years of stuff that I've been implementing in my business, and you're trying to do it in 12 months. And so, and that's pretty much what I think. If you focused on everything, and you had some admin help, that's the key too. So a lot of you are high I personalities that are trying to implement systems, and that's generally a little bit of a recipe for disaster, and it'll be very frustrating for you. I would time block time every day to work on systems in your business. But the number one thing you got to keep your focus on is on new business and getting sales. Sales, no matter what. You can't have a slowdown of production, especially if your team depends on your production for you to be profitable. It's the kind of thing that sometimes you'll have more time to dedicate on it, at least 60 minutes a day. If you did 60 minutes a day of business system implementation type stuff, including recruiting, the buyer system, the listing system, working with Danny on some of the marketing collateral that you'll need, the lead generation systems that you'll have to put in place, and letting those get up and running and sticking with them. It's a 12-month process, 12 to 18 months to get all that up and running and implemented. And then my goal is to help someone that came in as a busy agent, say you're selling, 30 to 50 homes, to get you where it took me 6 full years to get you there in half the time. So if you're able to focus and consistently work on these things, it's a 12 to 18 month implementation, and then a 12 to 18 month getting the systems really up and running, getting agents up and running and productive. So to go from the 50 sides to 250 to 300 sides in a 3 to 4 year period, if everything works out perfectly. All of you want it to happen in like 6 months, so the frustrating part of it is that I'm trying to sort of end the vicious cycle of chasing squirrels, which is really, it's rampant in the real estate industry. And I don't say that because it serves my approach as much as it's just really freaking bad. It is so bad how often people change approaches and redefine themselves, and it's really a joke. So the systems that you'll put in place now will be in your business for years to come. So that's the one thing, is that you're going to struggle through a few weeks to put a yard marketing program in place, and some technology or tech issues with if by phone, and get those ironed out. But that system's going to give you a lot of closings, 40, 50 closings a year once you get your listing inventory ramped up. So there's really no good answer, but it's always longer than we all want it, because we just want instant gratification. But the goal is to help you do what I've done in half the time, and probably save you a few $100,000 of directly wasted money that I spent to get to where I've gotten to, if not $500,000 of stuff that I tried that is not in my business today, that never needed to be in my business, that was a distraction.